we're just waiting for him to say start.
We good? Hey, everybody. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. We're excited that you're here. And we will get started and introduce ourselves first. So my name is Rachel Wood. I am the International Program Coordinator at Butte Community College here in Northern California. And we are really excited to talk with you today about Thiri's journey, and we'll have her introduce herself in just a few minutes. Her journey from Butte College and then transferring to Chico State.
Hello, my name is Steve Wildhaber. I'm Director of International Admissions at California State University, Chico, where we find ourselves today on a beautiful day. And we're thrilled to share some information with you about, of course, Thiri's journey going from Butte College, community college in California, to Chico State, just same community, same city. And well, there are a lot of opportunities that we have here on the campus. We're going to share some of those with you, and definitely hear some details about his experience at Butte College and some of the opportunities that were there.
I'm a business finance student at Chico State currently. I'm an international student from Myanmar, Burma, and this is my junior year.
Yeah. Tell us, Thiri, a little bit about how you got started with your process, why you were looking to study in the United States, and what brought you here to our community of Chico.
So like back in 2021, I was researching for colleges and universities in America once I finished my high school. And then I was looking into community colleges because it looks like a cheaper option for me rather than going to a four-year university right away. So I wanted to save money for the first 2 years. And then I found that Butte College is like ranked top 5 in California. So I'm like, oh, I should go to Butte. And also, I like the area, and the living expense is really cheap in Chico, and the transportation is also good. Like, Butte College offers a school bus from like Chico to Orville, so which is really good for me. That's the reason why I chose Butte Chico.
Yeah, great. And just for those of you that are listening, so Butte College is about 20 minutes away from this beautiful campus of Chico State. So all of our students live in the same area, which is really nice and creates a great community. Maybe, Thiri, tell us a little bit about when you started your studies here. What has your timeline been?
I first came to Butte in 2021, fall semester. And for my freshman year, I was a computer science major, but then I switched to business. And that's what I like about like the American college system, which is like really easy to even like switch your major after one whole year. So like it was supposed to be only 2 years academic college, but I spent my first year doing computer science courses, so I stayed an extra semester at so it was 2.5 years at community college, and I translated with my business administration.
Good.
Probably because you enjoy college so much.
Yes,
An extra
yes,
semester, right?
yes. I enjoyed it a
Yeah,
lot.
good. I'm curious, when you were in Myanmar, you were finishing with your high school program, and you had this decision that you could travel anywhere across the world maybe to study. How was it that you decided the United States was going to be the destination?
Oh, going to American college has been my dream since like middle school.
Oh.
I watched Netflix a lot. So yes, I wanted to come to the States since then. And then after high school, like I'm from Myanmar, so there's like a political instability situation going on there. So I felt like America is really flexible with the education system and everything, even like the high school transcripts and stuff. Community college offer like opportunities for us to go there. So it was like my best option to go to the States, and I love California. So.
Of course.
Yay.
We love California too.
Yes, we do.
I'm curious, where did you find resources? What did you use to research your options
Oh,
before you come to university? Maybe you decided yes, but how did you choose, how to find information, what resource did you use online? Did you have friends? Did you use a company? How did that work?
yes, I researched a lot on Google, and I even looked up Reddit. Those are not really reliable sources, but I read articles every day about schools, community school searching and stuff. And I also there's my teacher from American Center in Yangon. She's Chico. She also recommended you. So that's also one of the main reasons that I came here. Thanks.
So thank you for
Great. Thiri, do you want to talk a little bit about your transition, right? Moving to the United States and starting school. Maybe what was something that surprised you about being here? And then what was something that really excited you about being here?
The surprise part is the professors. I always like to mention this. Professors here are so nice, and they're very supportive. They're very helpful, and it's easy to approach them. Unlike my country, because in my country it's kind of hard to have close relationships with professors. So if you need help, you struggle on your own or like that. But here they're really supportive, and they would really help you with all the assignments and stuff. So I'm really grateful for that professors here. And what is the most excited? Um, Maybe the college life in America, and it also met my expectations. Having fun with friends, going out on weekends, hopping cafes and stuff, and studying at the library. Those are all really perfect for me.
What was maybe then a challenge for you during that first semester?
The challenge for me was the language barrier because I feel like Americans speak faster than I imagined, in my country. So it was a little hard to follow along at first for my first semester in class, but then I got used to the American accent, and then I learned American slang and stuff, so it's easier to communicate with friends, make friends. So.
Good. What were some resources that you found that helped you with that challenge?
That challenge, I first started at Butte, so I would say their CAS, the Transformative staff.
Right.
It's like a tutoring service.
Yeah.
So it really helps me with my classes, even English. If I write a paper, if I want to grammatical statistics or stuff, I can turn that in, and they can check and stuff. And even they have a math tutoring, math lab. They're very helpful. So that CAS really helped me succeed in my 2 years.
Was it a place that you could go whenever you had to? Did you have to make an appointment? What did that look like when you needed help? What did that look like? No, but
You can just
walk in.
Yeah, walk in.
They're ready to help you. Wow, that sounds good.
There are plenty of tutors too. They're really nice.
Yeah. And with this tutors, other students, professors. Okay.
And for statistics, the professors are always there.
In there also.
These are one of them.
And it didn't cost any money.
No,
right?
it's free.
Yeah, love it. That's great. And I'm curious now that you have made this transition. This is your first semester at the university. Yeah, congratulations again and welcome. Can you talk about that process of choosing the university to study? Right? Because you completed 2.5 years, you studied at Butte College. You had many options that you could transfer to. There's so many universities in California. Talk about that process. How did you select Chico out of all the other options you had?
So I've been living in Chico for almost 3 years, including this semester. So I love Chico. I love the area, and the transportation is really easy because it's a small town. And I love the Chico campus a lot. Like so pretty, like my dream campus. And, yes, and then I also like the business program at
Yeah.
Chico State because I'm a business finance student.
Right.
And they Chico State is launching a CFP certificate of financial planning.
Mhm.
If I finish the certificate, I'm eligible to take the CFP exam.
Great.
So I plan on working in the States after graduating too. So it's going to be really helpful for me for my career.
So it's very practical for you.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And of course, we're in the same community. So, did you lived in Chico while you're studying at Butte?
Yes.
So you didn't have to move,
I didn't have to.
right? And you didn't have to find new friends necessarily,
No,
right?
like Chico is like my comfort zone,
Yeah.
and I'm like having fun here with my friends. So even after I transitioned to Chico State, 5 of my friends transferred here. So
Came with you. Great.
this is not like a familiar school.
Right.
I have like familiar places here and there. So it's really nice.
Yeah. Okay, so then when you decided that Chico was the right choice for you, tell me about the transition of going from community college. Were the classes any different? Were the services different? How did that go from going from Butte College to Chico the first semester?
First impression about the differences, I would say like the classroom sizes.
Ah.
Because like in college, the classroom sizes are smaller,
Yeah.
and like since they're smaller, like you get more can be more in touch with the professors. But this is a university level, so it's like there are huge classes, like more people, but
What's a
still,
huge class? What's that mean? What is a huge class?
like a lot of students, maybe like 50 or
Ah,
50
okay.
students.
Yeah.
Back in View is only like 20, 25 ish. So yes, that's the biggest difference that I saw. But university level, like more campus engagement,
Ah,
because there are a lot of events going on campus. There were at Butte too, but here there are more student organizations, more student clubs. So
Yeah, that makes sense. So do you see your friends here on campus that are still studying with you?
yes,
Yes, very nice.
I still hang out.
Yeah, very cool.
And you just talked about the different like clubs and groups and activities on campus. Share with us some examples of ways that you've connected here at Chico State, or what's excited you about that, and then at Butte College. Were you involved in clubs and groups and different events?
Oh yes. Back in college, I was really active on campus. I worked 2 jobs on campus, and I also was active in like student clubs. I was a club member of Japanese club, international club, psychology club,
Wow,
but
fantastic.
thank you. But I was most active in the international club. I also served as the vice president. So like I learned a lot of soft skills there, like managing like time management, event planning, trip planning, everything. And I feel like I developed a lot of skills at college
Mhm.
level, and I transferred here and made my transition more smooth.
That's great. And do you feel like you will start to get involved in clubs and groups now that you're here at Chico State?
Yes, so this is my first semester, so I haven't been involved in any clubs yet, but I'm planning to starting next semester. I'm just trying to settle here. But for starting next semester, I might join the finance club and also GFS, Global Finance Society. I wanted to be a part of it, but I was a little busy this semester, so
Yeah. And those things can be such a great way to meet new people and to make those connections and create your community. Tell us a little bit about how you created, your group of support for you.
oh, I made a lot of friends at orientation. Orientation
Well
is
done.
the best place to make friends. So it was an international orientation, so all of us, like we learned a lot of like each other's culture, and like I made like 5 friends from orientation, and we hang out a lot, we study together. I would say orientation was my best option, but we can also make friends in class too. But sometimes class is like more learning
Yeah.
than making friends, so it's easier for me to make friends outside.
Right. Good.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So, Thiri, there are probably not a lot of students who are here on campus. and I'm guessing also Butte College. The majority are not from Burma, right? So how was that transition in coming to the community? Do you feel like you were a little bit lonely at first and missing your own culture and the language, or did you just embrace it and you adjusted immediately? How's that been for you? Homesickness.
Homesickness, yes. That wasn't for my first homesickness, but I actually came here with my friend. She's my best friend, and she's from Denver. So like, I wasn't really alone.
Yeah.
So we went through a lot together.
Yeah.
But she was really supportive. We were both supportive to each other, and the homesickness kicked in with the food part.
Food. It's always about the food. Yes.
Yeah.
For
Not
sure.
the people, but the food.
Yeah.
And it's kind of hard to find like our Burmese spices
Right.
in Chico. So, and I didn't know how to cook when I first came here.
Oh, no.
But me and my friend,
Yeah.
we started like cooking
Well done.
just because
for you.
we miss home.
Yeah.
That's how we cure our homesickness.
Right.
Yes.
And so when you go to orientation, you're looking for all the students that you want to be friends with you, right? To create a community. Not just looking for the other Burmese students, right?
Oh no.
Yeah.
I am open to everyone.
Yeah. It's easy to do, for many of our international students. I'm sure Rachel, you'd say the same thing. You walk into the orientation room, and the natural thing is, if I see anyone from my country, they speak my same language, right? You have to break through that cultural bubble and be open to meeting people from all around. Yeah, that's
That is so true. Like when I first went to orientation at Chico, I was looking for Burmese
right, of course.
for sure. But I found one,
Oh,
and
good.
I made friends, and then we started looking for other friends.
Good. Well done.
That is so true.
Good.
And having those friends are probably an important part of your student life, right? They become your roommates, they become, lifelong friends. Which is
I am living with my friend slash coworker. We're like really close friends, and we're like roommates. It's really nice.
Share with us a little bit about your housing experience here at Chico.
For my first 2 years, I lived at social, like a dorm.
Yeah.
It was a nice experience. I got to make friends, and it was like the American experience.
Right.
Sweet.
Yep.
Like even the food, it's like American
Yes.
pizza, burger,
Right.
and stuff. Yeah, and like dorm was nice. They had like parties and stuff too, so it was really fun living there. Their amenities good.
Yeah.
But the living situation, I prefer like living outside because I don't know. In the dorm, you have to share a room, and personally, I feel like having your room to yourself is better for me to focus and stuff. So now I'm living in an apartment with my friends,
Very nice.
which is more fun because you're with
Yeah.
your friends.
Right.
Ready for something different.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. That's great.
We talked about this earlier in the conversation. At one point, you were thinking about maybe going to another university in California, in a different part of California.
Yes.
And this idea of housing, this is a part that Rachel and I try to share with international students all the time, is the cost of living in Chico is very special. And so could you explain the comparison you made between other parts of California and Chico?
Yes.
And why Chico was attractive?
Okay, so first of all, I was planning to transfer to San Jose State, and but then I was like researching the living expense and the transportation. Transportation is good there, but the thing is like the living expense is too high for me personally. Here in Chico, right now I'm living in an apartment. It's a nice apartment. I get a room for myself, and I only I pay under 500,
Wow, that's very good.
including everything like utilities and Wi-Fi, rent and stuff. So, and I also get a kitchen to cook instead of a dorm.
And you know how to cook now?
Yes. After a lot of practice, yes.
Yeah, great.
But like San Jose area, I don't know much about other areas, but I see for certain like San Jose
Yeah.
and their living expenses like around $1,000 per month. Yeah.
Shared living?
Shared living.
Yeah.
So I prefer to. I want to save money.
Of course, I
Right.
often say that Chico's cost of living is less than half of San Francisco area and Los
For sure.
Angeles area
Yes.
reliably. So the stereotype that California is expensive everywhere, it's just wrong. It's false.
Right.
You can live on a budget in California. Maybe not in the biggest cities, but
Right.
a place like Chico is totally possible.
And this is a really nice
Right? Yeah.
Good.
for everything.
I do have a couple of questions that have come in, so I'm going to interject those in
Yep.
here. And it looks like Ryan had asked about the process for getting admitted to Butte College. Thiri, do you want to think back to when you did that, and what was your experience about the admission process?
It was so easy, I would say. I just turned in the international student application and my high school transcript and the English proficiency set. That was it. And then I got the admission letter from Rachel. For that.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah, that was really easy.
Yeah, I can speak just a little bit too about the process. It is for community college, the admission process is pretty simple. There are kind of those 4 steps, right? The application, the English proficiency, the financial documents, and then a medical document. And you send them in and we do the review. And then we go through the process of admission and then moving on to the student visa, which that's going to be our next question. But do you want to also share about the process from Butte to Chico State and how that was?
From here to Tuesday, like Saray, my academic counselor from Butte College, helped me a lot throughout the journey.
Right.
And Yuki, the admissions at Chico State, she also helped me a lot. So it was a smooth process. It didn't have really complicated stuff.
Yeah.
So it was just transferring documents back and forth. That was it.
That's the goal.
Yeah.
That's the goal.
And there is one more benefit just to mention that Chico State, California State University Chico, and Butte College are very close partners. And so you may not have been aware at the time, but we have an admission guarantee. So all students from Butte College, international students, meet the minimum criteria, are guaranteed admission to transfer. So the admission is very clear. The moment you arrive at Butte, you know what the requirement is for you to find an admission at Chico. And then, of course, we work closely so the courses transfer very easily. And the advisors help, it sounds like. Yeah, that's excellent.
Good. Yeah. We try to make it as easy as possible and that there's support available for you to answer your questions too. I had another student kind of about the admission process, but it's a little bit or share about your experience with the visa process.
It might differ. It might be different for like countries.
Absolutely.
I'm from Myanmar, so back in my country there was an unstable situation, so it was kind of hard to get visa, but I still got it. You can see that I'm a student, that I'm a really serious student with the work course and stuff. So it was easy. From my experience, the visa appointment was easy too, like the interview. Sorry,
Yeah.
the interview was easy too. They only asked me questions like, where are you going? Who are you living with?
Yeah.
And what is your parents' business?
Right.
That was it.
Right. Yeah. That's probably pretty standard.
Yes.
And I know on the Butte College side and Chico State too, that we also were there to help support students through that process and understand what you need to do and provide resources about the types of questions that can be answered. It can be intimidating, right?
I want to add on that. So, like, for my visa appointment, due to the situation, my visa appointment was like delayed for like 3 times.
Oh, no.
So I was really worried I might not be able to make it to the fall semester, but I was in contact with Rachel, like emailing her about all the issue, and she sent out a letter, like for like admitting for permit to like come into the state even after the school start date, because it might be a problem at the immigration at the airport.
Yeah.
But Rachel helped a lot, so it was still possible.
Yeah,
I
I
was
would
like
say
2
a
weeks.
community college kind of allows for some extra opportunities for that. And so, yeah, we were excited to be able to help you with that and navigate it. Yeah, we understand there's a lot of things that are out of your control. For sure. Thank you, Rachel.
Yeah.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad you're here.
So I just want to come back to one other topic. You mentioned some of the clubs that you might be joining. And do you have any, you mentioned the Global Student Society, right? That was one. It's for international students,
It's
right?
international students,
Yeah.
yes. I want to join the TSS because like it's just really fun. I follow their Instagram
Yeah.
and they always do meetings and stuff like events. And even like last week they managed to come off
Yes.
coordinated.
The event just around the corner from here.
Yes, and it was so fun. Like experience that international students, but like might not have in their country. Like a problem at a university. Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yes, it's
Right.
really
Right. So that's more of like a social club, right? To build community. Right? There are other academic type clubs, right? And those focused on, future career.
yes.
And we talked about this. There's one that's focused on finance, right? I just mentioned that one of them that I suggest that Thiri join is a club of students who are managing investment funds. And the university gave some small funds for them to invest in stock. And now they've increased a very modest amount of money into nearly $30,000. And the students are getting hands-on experience and learning how to manage real funds. And if you're going to be a certified financial planner, that might be a really nice skill to develop, right?
Yes.
So there is both sides. You have social clubs, and then you have academic and practical.
Even if
Just
I
looking ahead, you still got about 2 years, maybe a year and a half left at Chico State. What do you see as your future goal after you graduate? Do you have an idea of what type of work you might be looking for, and how you might prepare? How would you prepare for that moment?
after graduating, I think of like working in a finance firm and financial analyst. I'm also like interested in real estate
Okay.
too, so I might apply for a real estate like license. I haven't worked into that too, if I get the chance.
Yeah, of course.
But my main focus is on finance.
Have you visited or heard about the Career Center on campus?
Yes.
Yeah, what kind of services does the Career Center offer?
Yes, they helped me build the resume, a solid resume,
Yeah.
and like a cover letter, writing cover letter. And they also give advice on how to enter an interview, how to like go professionally, advisors. They're very helpful.
Fantastic. Well, I think I've gotten through most of the questions that I had prepared originally.
Yeah. Let me check and see too if there's any others. There was a question that looks like that came in about kind of the difference or the cost of tuition at different schools. Do you want to talk about that a little bit here?
Yes.
Okay.
So for community college, it's cheaper than university. So from my experience, I worked on campus full time, 20 hours, and I also got some scholarships and financial aid from school. So I was able to pay it off with that. But like university, it's more like high expense, so I need support from my parents, family. I would say it's a difference.
Yep.
I don't want to mention like the exact amount
No, and that's okay.
because it differs on the content that you take.
Absolutely. Yeah, but the structure, like you said, is about the same at community colleges. We're very lucky that we're given money from our government to help keep the tuition costs low, and then pass that on to students as well to hopefully help them make their last 2 years, your last 2 years more affordable, or that you're able to save a little bit to help with. Good. I think. See if there's any other questions in here. Not that I see, but feel free to add those in or send us any other questions that you have. Thiri, then maybe do you want to share kind of your advice? I'll ask from the Butte College side. Like, what would be your advice to a brand new student that's thinking of coming to a community college?
College, I would say if you want to build a strong academic report, go for it. Go for community college because, as I've already mentioned, you get full support from the professors, smaller cost size. So, like, succeed for sure. Like the support system is really good. Cast tutoring stuff. It's good here at Chico State too. But for community college, it's more like a smaller community. So less competition, I would say. Less competition, you stand out more. And then work, working is also really nice there. Less competition because of that.
Yep.
And then the cost. Yeah. Like you're getting all those benefits for the
You had some good words of advice earlier when you were talking about it, just to students in general, about being an international student. What are your words of advice?
what being an international student
Yeah.
at a community college.
And just in general, from your experience, what's your tip for them? Your words of wisdom, if you will.
Americans are very supportive. They're very understanding. They're like, oh yeah, it's fine. Like your English is fine. You know, it's your second language. They're like proud of us, and it's really like heartwarming. I feel like being an international student here feels special.
We are proud of you.
Good,
Yeah,
yes,
thank you.
proud of you.
Yeah, that's really nice. Being an international student.
Yes, very proud. Thank you.
I don't know if I have any other questions. It's been such a pleasure talking to you today, Thiri, and we're so lucky to have you on our campus. We wish you the best of luck in your studies in finance, maybe even a new minor or a double major in some of these other fields that we offer at the university. There are specializations in Chico and in universities that can really set you up for success in your career. So I invite you to take advantage of those opportunities in all the clubs. And I'm so grateful that it was such a beautiful day for us to be here on
Yes,
the Chico
so
State
nice.
campus, Northern California, and that we have such a strong partnership with Butte College. Rachel and I are friends outside of all this work stuff that we do, and grateful for the partnership we have. So we're also very grateful for the support we have from Studying USA, and I hope you enjoyed the session today. Please visit our profiles on the Studying USA webpage, and also visit our websites, Youth International, Chico International, where you can find.
Yep, we're here to help you and to answer questions that you have. And you can actually reach out to Thiri too on our Butte College website site as well and chat with her if you have questions. So hope you enjoyed it, and we're glad you were here with us.
Thank you for having me here. Thank you for listening, everyone.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Yeah, great. Awesome.